Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is an SU-8. It's the Tier 6 Soviet SPG located on the south spawn of Erlenberg. This one is under the command of targy of 3RTR. Now, this is the Arty they made from the T28, or rather they would have made if they had actually gone ahead and built them. Game on. Yes, we have two replays from targy tonight. This is the first. Oh, we almost ran into the gorilla, who woke up immediately afterwards, and his gun's now aiming down range. Okay, T28 hull. They actually made 503 T28s, but 200 of them were knocked out in the Winter War, and then the remainder of them were knocked out by the Germans when the continuation war, rather the invasion of Russia, became with Barbarossa. It's got a 152mm howitzer. It's capable of doing 550 alpha, 38mm pen, and 6.7m burst radius. Oh, one of the Artys has just been located. He fired from just over that area there. That's a reasonably good guess as to where he was. He might be moving about, so he might be attempting to fool where we think he is. If he changes position, we're loaded. We fire another one in. Oh, that was almost smack on. I'd say that it looks like two Arty are actually on that position. And the reason I say that is I saw two tracers, one coming out just as we fired, and there's another one there. And I think that one happens to be a Fifi. There's three Arty on the enemy team, a gorilla, an M44, and a Fifi. So I think two of them are close by. And I think the Fifi is slightly to the right of the major impact area. And one of the other ones is on the other side. That may be the M44. Okay, well, the first kills happened. It was a Tiger P killed our Viz 44-1. Okay, we've located an M10 RBFM, dialing in on position. Now, it does have a very narrow arc, this Arty. Only 17 degrees. 5 degrees one side, 12 degrees the other. But it does dial in fairly quickly, mainly down to the fact, of course, it has got that narrow arc. Now, that was a bit of a snapshot, that one. Because, of course, he was trying to dial in, but the enemy was determined to get behind cover. I'm pretty sure now that one of those Artys hasn't moved away from that spot. Oh, another snapshot. But he did actually manage to stun two tanks at the same time. No damage, but he is getting closer. Okay, meanwhile, in the castle courtyard, we've got a Hellcat taking fire. I think he took fire from our teammate, our platoon mate, which is a Tiger 131. And the Valiant's gone behind him. Now, dial in. That's it. Rounds out. Looks good. Direct hit. Right on the money. Yep, he got a hit there. So he has got some hit points at last. He may already have some hit points from one of the Artys. Now, ever since the M44 was effectively relegated to one of the lower Artys in the game, or rather the not so effective Artys, because of the increased reload time, the SU-8 has now become the Arty of choice, or Arty de jour, you might say, for many players. I took one out myself just this afternoon. First time I played the game in about 6 months. Yes, it's been that long that I took it out. But I took it out this afternoon. In my first game, I got a counter battery on both enemy Artys. Took them out, and of course our team won the game with me around about near the top of the table. Got some really good shots in there as well. So it is a very fine Arty to use. And oh, look! Enemy Arty's just come into sight right at the back. The M44. He was the one who was obviously on the right side. We're dialed in. Rounds out. Just missed it, but it did stun him, and we got the stun assist. So that was worthwhile. I think the spotting was coming from the MT25, who's managed to make it all the way to the top of the map. And it looks like most of the enemy tanks on the east side of the map have now been destroyed, and they've just found the gorilla on the other side of the river. Okay, now he's in the wrong spot at the wrong time, and he goes down. So now there's only the Fifi left on the enemy team, and I suspect that he's actually in the same spot. He's on that corner. So The enemy Fifi's just gone down. So the enemy is losing tanks, but we're losing them as well. Probably the ones who weren't being so effective. We're almost loaded. That Hellcat's about to receive a shell. No, move it slightly to the left. That's it. Now fire. Oh, we missed the opportunity to get a direct hit there. You can normally tell if a tank actually gets tracked like that, he's going to fix his tracks in a moment. If you haven't got a direct hit at that moment, dial in on the spot right next door to him. The moment you see him move, that's when you shoot and you get a direct hit. Okay, Porlock tank hiding behind a building. Not going to get a shot on him unless he backs up. And I think he wants to back up. Come on, use the Jedi mind trick. You want to back up. That's it. Lovely. It worked. And he got another direct hit right on the front of the vehicle. And I reckon he might be able to get another shot on this guy before he gets close to us. Well, no, we didn't. The SU-152 made that very final, and he's out the game. So it's a good game so far. Not a huge amount of damage, but he is getting shots on the enemy. The T-29's a one-shot. Bounce out. And he gets his first kill. T-29 has bit the dust. Okay, we've got a T-3485M. Who else? There's a T1 Heavy just behind him as well. He doesn't know that, or at least he's ignoring him. The T-29 is definitely pushing forward, which is a bad move. But that T-34 is too appealing. Rounds out. That's a kill. Right on the turret. And now allows the T-29 to push forward. In the meanwhile, up in the north, the enemy is starting to lose tanks like hand over fist. Their Stug G just went down. We've got 3 near the cap area. The Hellcat's near the castle. And yes, we can get a shot. Ahead. That's it. Rounds out. Oh, so close. Very close shot, that one. And he's gone. There's only 3 enemies left now. They've got a Valiant, a Super Hellcat, and 1 heavy tank, the Tiger P. And he's in the center of the map somewhere, but we're dialing in on that Hellcat, Super Hellcat. That's the tier 7. It's a tier 7 game with tier 5 tanks. Rounds out. Bit short. Okay, the Super Hellcat did actually pull back. That's the reason we didn't get the hit. Line it up. Anticipate where he's going next. That's good. Stop. There. Rounds out. Close. He pulled up. He had the good sense to pull back. If he does have any sense, he'll keep moving to avoid getting splattered. Because he must realize there's more than one RTA after him now. Rounds out. Come on. That's it. Got it. Land short. Yeah, our teammates are firing shells in that direction. I think the Gorilla and the SU-122A are having difficulty trying to get the shot on target. There's the Tiger P. Okay. Again, it's not fully dialed in. We just lost our Stug. Rounds out. Again, it's falling short. It's not getting the shots on target. Let it settle. That's it. Ready. Almost there. Line up with the target and rounds out. Looks good. It is good. We've got 78 hit points. He's tracked him. He's getting stun assist. And the Tiger 131 tried to get the kill shot with a ram. Didn't work. Now, we are lined up. He does fire a round in. But unfortunately, he looked away at the moment he fired. And we didn't see what happened to the shell. Okay, only that Super Hellcat left on the west side of the map. He's somewhere in those bushes. Don't know where he is precisely just yet. More than likely he's going to try the T-29 and Tiger 131. Oh, that was a direct hit! Yep, he actually put the shell right on top of him there. So I reckon that guy is now one shot, and the next shell will finish him off if he's still there. Fire it in. Rounds out. And he got him. He did get him. And that is the end of the game. Blind shot kill. Well, you could see at the end of that game, he was having a little laugh because he got a blind shot kill right at the end to win the game. It was a first-class tanker for targy of 3 RTR in the SU-8. It's not the first time he's had them. He's had them before. In fact, I think he's had ace tankers before. And he got his first mark of excellence out of that game. So congratulations on that. As well as a bruiser for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 11. And he got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. He was pumping those shells in as quickly as he could, and he was getting hits. 2,446 was the win 8, which is very good indeed. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the Tiger P on the enemy team. He got a high caliber, 2,752 hit points of damage. Second highest was the T29 on our team with 1,761. And the third highest was the Stuttgart Aslains with 1,672. And he managed to get a Pescucci's medal. So he must have got both enemy, or at least 2 enemy Arty. There were 3 in this game. Of course, we can see targy got his Confederate with 1,415. So that puts him actually in 4th place when it came to damage. The MT25 was just behind him. He managed to get patrol duty and 1,067. He was one of our platoon mates. The other one was the Tiger 131. So a good game by the platoon as a whole because they were all 3 together at the end of the game. When it came to kills, well, it was shared between the Stuttgart Aslains, who managed to get 3. So did targy. So did the MT25 on their team. So 2 members of the platoon managed to get 3 kills. The one who missed out was the Tiger 131, but he did get at least 1 kill in the game. And when it came to base XP, it was the MT25 that did the best. He got 1,035, and I suspect that was down to spotting. We'll just have a quick check on that. Well, he did have a high win 8, 5,655 and 1,493 hit points of spotting. And I suspect that targy did actually benefit from that spotting. And so, yes, he did a good job in the MT25, but unfortunately, he didn't survive the battle. 3 kills, as I said, went to targy, and I said 3 kills the others, so actually we've done kills, haven't we? When it came to base XP, yes, that's the thing. 861 went to targy in 2nd place, and 830 went to the T29 in 3rd place on the game. 22 shots fired. It's a lot of ammunition expended, but it has got a fast reload. And that's the reason why. If you get a lot of rounds out in the SU-8, it's probably because you're pumping them out as quickly as you can every 15 seconds to get a shot onto the enemy. The more shots you get out, the more chance you've got of getting a hit. And that proves it in these figures, because you can see you got 8 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetrating shot, and 14 splashes. So yes, he really made those shells effective. Let's have a quick look and see which one he actually penetrated. I suspect it was probably the Super Hellcat right at the end of the game. Yes, it was the last one. I think he was tracked at the end. That first shot that went in, he saw it drop, no explosion, so he knew he tracked the guy. But I wondered if he was still there, and I thought, yes, keep firing into those bushes. I think you'll get a result. And yes, it was right on target, so good kill. 1,415 hit points of damage, of which 1,323 were at more than 300 meters. The shots on the Porlac were very, very close indeed, under 300. 9 enemy vehicles were damaged, 3 were killed, 391 hit points of damage assist, and 135 hit points of stun assist off 7 stuns. Now, he earned a profit from the game of 54,777 credits, and he also picked up 1,291 experience points. But best of all, he's got his 3rd mark of excellence. Now he's got to drive that all the way up to 85% to get the 2nd mark. And I don't think it's going to be long for targy to do that. If he keeps playing like this, I think he's going to get some really good results. So if you enjoyed that first replay from targy, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And do stick around because I'm about to do the 2nd replay, which will be coming up on the channel very shortly. Thanks for watching.